Hi guys, welcome again to the show, and my wine of the week for this week is an athletic Argentinian, a beefy blend from magnificent Mendoza, coming right up. Yes, hi again folks, this is indeed Tony Melville with another edition of Big on Wine, the channel that brings you news, clues and reviews about everything in the world of wine. And hey, if you're new here, why not consider subscribing? All the wines I review on the show are my own picks. I pay for them with my own money. I assure you I'm not on anybody's payroll. My wine of the week for this week is indeed a big one, and it's this one here. It's Norton Privada and the vintage is 2013. Now, if Norton sounds more like an English name than an Argentinian name, that's because Norton, Bodega Norton, was in fact founded by an Englishman, Sir Edmund James Palmer Norton, in fact, back in 1895. So Bodega Norton has been around for over 100 years. Yes, indeed, we're talking Argentina, and we're talking Mendoza. Now, Mendoza is a long, long way from Buenos Aires, but is relatively close to the Chilean capital, Santiago. It's about 300 kilometers away from Santiago, on the other side of the Andes Mountains, of course. And we're talking here about a blended wine, and indeed a blend of the three varieties which I think Argentina does best. We're talking Malbec, Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot. Now this is a big wine, heavy on the alcohol, 14.5%. And let's take a look at it first. It's a kind of a reddish purple in color, breaking a little bit towards a kind of tobacco brown as well. So it's an interesting color, kind of a shaded color there. It's in the nose, very, very aromatic and fruity. Wonderful aroma coming off it. Berries, I'm getting immediately dark berries, plum maybe. But let's have a quick taste and see what we get here. This wine comes in for about 19 to 20 euro a bottle. So we're talking, you know, something maybe for a special occasion. In the mouth, now this has got a very, very full body. It's big on tannins, but not aggressively so, rather soft in terms of tannins. Nice acidity to it. Now in the mouth, I'm getting blackberry, some plum, a little sharpness from the plum, rather nice that, excellent with food. I'm getting a touch of spice, and this has been in oak, so there's a little bit of oak in there as well. Generally speaking, the overall impression is of dark berries, earthy, spicy flavors, blackcurrant, blueberry and plum. Herby as well, slightly toasty, and in the finish, one would have to say peppery, maybe even mildly smoky even. Okay, now this is a wine from the vintage 2013, which will definitely improve over the next few years. So I think this is one that you could keep in cellar for 4 or 5 years. And this is another one which would undoubtedly benefit from being decanted half an hour or so before you enjoy it with your meal. Now, what are you going to be eating with your Norton Privada? Well, I would say, you know, we're talking about game dishes. So I would be looking towards elk or venison to go with this. That would make an excellent companion, I think, elk or venison, some kind of game with aroma there. The serving temperature of this wine should be around the 18 to 19 degree mark. Okay, let me bring you the heads up. We're talking Norton Privada vintage 2013 from the Mendoza area of Argentina. This is a full-bodied red wine, a blend of 3 varieties coming in for just under the €20 mark. Will develop, will undoubtedly benefit from being cellared for a couple of years at least. Enjoy this with game dishes. I'm going to give this wine a full 5 stars out of 5. Okay guys, if you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard on the show this week, then please do give us a big thumbs up, for which we're eternally grateful. And hey, why not consider subscribing by hitting that big red button up there in the top left-hand corner. We'll be back next week with another great wine of the week for your pleasure and your enjoyment. Until then, this is Tony Melville saying cheers and bye for now.